January 1st, 1978, all parts and industrial electromechanics operations will cease. Please contact your assigned account representative for account transfers or contract settlements.
Thank you for holding. Your call is very important. The first available KIE representative will be with you shortly.
Freeze mode. Effective January 1st, 1978. All clocks and industrial electromechanics operations will cease. Please contact your assigned account representative for account transfers or contract settlements.
Thank you for holding. Your call is very important. The first available KIE representative will be with you shortly.
Hello, Internet people. How are you doing tonight? Are you doing good? I hope so. Big thanks to Roger Wabbit for raiding us raiding in today. There's tons of ways you could spend a night, and you chose to spend it here, and I appreciate that a lot. And thanks for bringing your community over to to see what malarkey we're gonna be doing. So today is our, well, I was about to say laid back, but a lot of our streams are laid back. So today is another installment of the Legacy Golf Challenge, and for those who aren't aware, I made a very stupid decision like 2 years ago that I wanted to try playing every single golf game you can from, I can't remember what generation PlayStation 2 is. There's a but from that generation back to the first. And that also included any home computer that isn't x86 based within that time range as well. Which is what made this much more, I was about to say painful, but that's not accurate. But it kind of is, but it's not. But, so now, we recently finished Dreamcast, and I got the Atari 800XL home computer running. Actually, I had it running for quite some time, but it was never perfect. And I had this disk drive emulator I bought the parts for and cobbled together, called an S Drive Max. And what that is it's a... actually, why don't I just switch on over to it? There we are. My big ol' hat is in the way of the message. Sorry, did it just shit the bed, or did I turn it off? Oh, I turned it off. Oops. Must have done that accidentally. Alright. Let's just get this fired up again. Let's get the hold music up. Da, 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 da. There. So this here is... oh, right, yes. I plugged in a controller, and I have a habit from the Commodore 64, which is that you should never plug or unplug the joysticks or joypads with the system on, and you're not supposed to do that because the chips responsible for... oh, God, that's sticky. The chips responsible for your joypad, which also control your floppy and control the printer, the parallel port and whatnot, is super sensitive to ESD. So if you accidentally shock the port even a little bit, you kill the chip. And they're not... only a few months ago has there been a modern reproduction replacement. Previously you were just harvesting corpses of dead machines to do it. So anyway, I shut it down, and that's why everything was a little messy today. But this S Drive Max, it's an Arduino, those little development kits, and then there's a hat on it for an LCD screen and an SD card reader. So I'm using that, and what's neat about this is, actually there's some neat stuff about the 8-bit Atari that I learned about as I used it, and I kind of come to appreciate. B, A. Okay, I guess I'll use enter. Fire button's being a little... oh, it's not registering my fire button. I don't know if that's a problem with the controller or me. Alright. So the neat thing about the Atari 8-bit line is there's no dedicated floppy drive port and printer port and cassette drive port. It's one connector and one data bus. And it has some things in common with USB. And what I learned was that some of the people who engineered this port and this data bus went on to develop USB. So I think it's called the SIO port. So what's neat about it is you can chain a whole bunch of devices together, and you don't need to give them a whole bunch of you don't need to strap them with certain ID numbers. They kind of figure that out on their own. But then you can also connect things that aren't drives. So you could connect, I think, a hard drive if you wanted, or a cassette if you wanted, or multiple floppies. So this one Arduino is pretending to be 5 floppy drives and a cassette drive, which is really cool. So we're gonna really put this thing through its paces, and we're gonna see how uppity this Atari is. Because we have I found there's a surprising amount of golf games. Now I don't know how many are redumps or clones or like ports of the same game. So we're gonna kind of figure that out together. So this golf challenge, we're probably not gonna get the 4 per session that we usually do. So enough waffling from me. Let's get started here. So .cassette. If I do this, is it? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna see if the Atari gets really grumpy when I do this. So we're gonna hit reset. And it's loading it in. We're gonna see if it's really grumpy about it, though. Okay, now technically what I did is I put the cassette file into the floppy, and, Oop, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic there. Okay, it didn't like that. Alright, well, we're gonna unload that floppy. And we're gonna select this as a cassette. Okay. Now, how do I load a tape in this thing? I should have checked that earlier, huh? Controlling the drives, but how do I do the cassette? Loading a cassette. Your Atari should be off and your S drive should be on. Make sure all drives are disabled. Some cassettes will not load if it is. Press the tape button and select the cassette you want to load. Press and hold down the start button on your Atari as you turn it on. Okay. We're gonna hold start. Okay, press and hold, press the tape button, load the cassette file. Press and hold down the start button on your Atari as you press reset. Okay, I have to hold down start, option, and reset? Really? Okay, let me check this again. Something's weird here. External power, your Atari should be off. Your S drive should be on. Make sure all drives are disabled. Some cassettes will not load if a disk drive is present. Press tape button, select the cassette. Press and hold down the start button on your Atari as you turn it on. If you need to disable basic, hold down option as well. The Atari will power up and make a burp. Start. Alright, let's see if that works. Sync wait. Well, I'm seeing things happening on the tape. Block 6, block 7, block 8. Shame I can't hear it though. I can hear the floppy, but I can't hear the tape. So how's everybody doing? Doing good? I hope so. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Block 28. Oh, it is. The tape is going. I don't actually know if the computer's taking it in or not. That's the thing about these old machines. You don't know whether it's actually working or not until you get to the end of it. You know what? I don't think it is. I should have gotten some kind of feedback. Exit. We're gonna shut it down. We're gonna block 43. Okay, well, it stopped advancing. Oh, it did not like that. Alright, we're restarting it. We're starting her cold. Yeah. Alright. Tape. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna choose that one. Okay. Read the instructions again. Atari should be off. S3 make sure all drives are disabled. Some cassettes will not load if a disk drive is present. Press tape button. Select the cassette you want to load. Press and hold down the start button on your Atari as you turn it on. If you need to disable basic, hold down option. Okay. So start, option, start cold. Atari will power up, make a burp. When it does, press any key on the Atari and then press the start button. Start. Sync wait. Baud 600, length 132, gap 19,272. If the cassette is a multi-stage load cassette, you will need to pay attention for the message to load the next stage. That's better. That's okay. Now it's showing the blocks are loading. We are under control now. We get to hear the soothing sound of whatever this is. We're in new territory on this channel now. Oh, that's not the... I want that to go up. Drown out the horrible sounds, everybody. How are the kids? How's the wife? Haven't talked to Margaret in a while. Okay, block 32. Block 33. Watch as we get like 75% of the way in and it just honks out. guess while I'm doing this, I should look at how to... Sorry. 8-bit load tape. You know, I could have done this before the stream, but, then it wouldn't be my kind of stream, would it? We're just gonna stumble through this live. Alright, let's see. I still need to fix that weird oscillation on screen. I think that's a power issue. Actually, yeah, that was something I was supposed to do, is I was supposed to buy a better power supply for this computer. Block 67. 68. Wonder how many blocks there are. Block 72. Let's see. What other stuff can we get here? Actually, it was funny. When I first got this thing, I was troubleshooting forever why there was a video problem. Because it came with a cable and it had 2 RCAs on it, so I thought it was mono sound and like a composite video. But it turns out it was chroma and luma. Okay, is it gonna load yet? Or did we just rupture our eardrums for nothing? I think we just ruptured our eardrums for nothing. Alright, well that was a bust. We're gonna probably have to revisit that one another time. Yeah, that did not work at all. So it loaded, and it has done nothing. Alright, so we're gonna go to the first floppy instead, which is Championship Golf. Alright, disk 1 is loading. Hayden Software presents Golf. Amazing. 1983, Hayden Book Company. You know, at the point where everybody wants... Would you care to see the rules? Yes, I would care to see the rules. I've learned my lesson. There's a list of instructions and rules that will help you enjoy Hayden Golf to the fullest. Press any key to continue. Rule number 1. To begin with, the computer will ask you a few questions, and then we'll draw the first hole. Each hole will have a top view and a side view. Interesting. In the top view, there will often be sand traps orange. In the side view, you will be able to see the tee and flag stick. Rule number 2. That's not a rule. That's not a rule. You're just telling me what's gonna happen. Rule number 2. Just below the hole, you will see a status line. Here you will be able to read the information necessary to make your shot. The following is an example of a typical status line. Oh god. Okay. Hole 6, size 425, par 4, disc 210, ST3. We're getting a real honest to goodness golf simulator, boys. There's no fun in computer golf. Fun is what children get. Fun is what children have. Us adults, us men, we simulate. Alright. Press any key to continue. Alright. Rule number 3. Below the status line, there appears a question. What club will you use? I'm gonna eat some Skittles. Those Skittles are really solid and cold by the window. God damn. That's how you bust a fucking tooth. Ah, hell with it. I'll put the rest in my mouth and warm them up. That's some tooth-shattering hard Skittles, Jesus. It's just back-to-back bad life choices with me. V-tubing, retro computers, and Skittles frozen solid in Canadian winter windows. Rule number 3. Below the status line, there appears a question. What club will you use? To this, you must respond in the following manner. Failure to do so will result in immediate execution. Type in the number of the club directly followed by a W to indicate a wood or an I to indicate an iron. For example, let us say that you wish to use a 3-wood. You respond by entering a 3W, a 5-iron 5I. There is also a pitching wedge, 10I, and a sand wedge, 11I. Save yourself a few lines of code. Make it 10 iron and 11 iron, why not? Rule number 4. After you have told the computer what club you want, it will then ask you strength 0 to 10. To this, you answer with a number corresponding to the relative strength of the ball hit. A value of 0 is no power, meaning you just what? Intently stare at it. Well, a value of 10 is maximum hit. Zero. Provide a flat, hostile stare to the ball. Rule number 5. Finally, the computer will ask you in what direction you wish to shoot the ball. You answer by entering a value of 0 to 360 degrees. 0 degrees is north, 90 degrees is east, 180 degrees is south, 270 is west. Any number between 0 and 360 is valid. 361, you will be shot. Rule number 6. After you have answered all of the questions, you will see your ball in flight, both top and side views. Once your ball has stopped, you will be advised of any penalties that you may have incurred, and also the distance you have shot the remaining distance of the hole. Rule number 7. If more than one person is playing, as soon as you get on the green, they will be shot. No. The next player will take his fairway shots. Then everyone is on the green, you will be green putting out. When you are putting on the putting on the green, only strength and direction are asked. If you ask for a 1-wood, you will be shot. Number 9. Finally, when the computer first asks you which club to use, if you respond with the letter C, you will enter command mode. Command mode allows you to display the current score, display a list of woods and irons, and their corresponding average distances. A shooting rule sounds like a great idea. If you shoot wrong, if you request incorrectly, it is you who is shot. But yes, the shooting rule. Those are the rules in their entirety. Enjoy the game. Very well, let's play golf. Alright. If you give the incorrect instruction, you will be shot. Championship golf. How many players? 1 to 4. Oh. Both of them to assume I have friends that'll play this. Player number 1, enter your handicap. 1. It's gonna call me a liar or something. Player number 1, your turn. Okay. What club will you use? 1 wood. What strength? 10. Half of 180. That's not 45. 90. Right, 90 degrees. Woo! You landed in a sand trap. You better hit this one hard. Oh. The computer's getting chummy with me now. What club will we use? 11 iron. Strength to use. 5. Direction, well, 90 plus... We're gonna go 110. You better hit this one. Oh, okay. 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 They're not kidding. They're not kidding. Okay. I thought they were. Thought they were being like, uh-oh, you're gonna have a hard time, tee-hee. Like, no, it's actually telling me what to do. An 11 iron, so a pitch wedge, we're gonna make it, 10. We're still gonna go 110. Oh, great, now I overshot. What club will we use? 11 iron. What shot? We're gonna give it a flat hostile stare. A 0. No power at all. 180, so 270. Well, what do you know? I did give it a flat hostile stare. It did not go anywhere. We're gonna give it a 1. 270. Now I'm hitting like a... Oh, no, now I'm on the green. Alright. 0 to 10, 4. 275? Too bad you didn't get it. I don't get a lot of things in life. 2. 277. Too bad you didn't get... God damn it. 1. Direction. That's getting to 300. 300 territory. You got it! Yeah! They gave me 6 stars to emphasize that. That's good. Your score for this hole is 8. Which is really bad. Actually, no. For 1983, this is very... cromulent. I'll say that. It is sufficient. It's not complete shit. We saw things from 1985 on the Commodore that were way worse. Where you just said club and power, and then it just made up things on the fly, being like, oops, you hit a tree. Oh no, you did not go far enough. Can I see where I am? No. No, you can't. Alright. So we are 450. Okay, we're gonna go 1 wood. What strength? 10. And we're gonna go... $85. Plop out. You just went out of bounds. I will replace the ball where it left the court. You son of a bitch. I went... It stopped it in the middle of the air. We saw it with the side view. It didn't hit... It didn't land OB. That's dirty. I can't clip a corner now. Can't believe this shit. Who would have thought? Why didn't this golf game from 1985 think of every single thing a golfer would ever do when simulating golf in a 3D environment? How dare they? Alright, let's see. So I guess we'll go 2 wood. I would try 1 wood, but there's a very real chance that I'm gonna get shot. It says you will give a valid input. When it asks you, you must answer in this way. Alright, so we're gonna go with an 8. Oh, wrong keyboard. One of the downsides... Okay, so I bought this, I think I talked about it in the past, but I bought this, like, 8-bit DOE keyboard because I fell for the nostalgia and marketing bullshit. And what finally got me is they said, we have a Commodore 64 styled keyboard, and I went, I don't want it. And then they said, also, we have a number pad that's also a calculator that pairs with it. And I'm like, okay. But now the problem is, every time I put an old computer on the bench to stream with, I keep typing on that one, because I keep mixing them up. I need one of those annoying-ass RGB gamer keyboards again. Need clear distinction here. Alright, direction. We're gonna go with 95. That went out of bounds. Imagine this is your introduction to golf, and then you move on to play real golf, and you use this as a frame of reference on how to play golf. Where's my 11 iron? I can't find it. That's a sandwich. Like, no, don't ask that. I'll get shot. The computer will get mad at me. I'm scared. Alright, what club will I use? I'll use a 2 wood again. Safe, but in this case, I'm gonna have to go 8. We're gonna go 100 this time. Just going like a single pixel out of bounds gets me in shit. Went out of bounds. Oh my god. Alright. 130 yards to go. We're gonna use a 3 iron. I don't know. I just like the 3 iron. It's my favorite. When I don't really golf that much. When I do, I have this like collection of garbage ass golf clubs, like that golf club there. That's a photo of my actual golf club, but I just bent it. It's funny that way. But no, it's just a bunch of these like garbage ass clubs. And my favorite one is the 3 iron, because apparently everybody hates the 3 iron. Which means it's my favorite. Alright, what's strength? 0 to 10. We're gonna go with an 8. And this time we're gonna go 40. 40 degrees. Pow-pow! You just landed in the sand trap. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Why have a protractor around here? Contrarian to the core, eh? I wouldn't call myself contrarian, but sometimes there's a little bit of comedic effect. I find contrarianism is fine for a little bit of a giggle, but there's a time and a place for everything, and being contrarian about like actual important things isn't productive, but you know, sometimes you gotta have a joke. You are right though, it can be funny. I have a sibling, and for a long time they like to practice sewing and like clothes manufacture. So I asked them to get some couch fabric for me that I found. Or did they find it? Oh no, they found it, and I requested a pair of pants made out of it for practice, and I took that golfing. So, orange and white ass pants. I look like a walking couch, and I'm like, hey, that's what golfers wear. I was never mistaken on the course. Everybody knew exactly where I was, and they would hold their shots. I kind of consider it more like diet clowning rather than actual contrarianism. We're gonna go with 100. There we go. That's looking better. I made it in 8 shots. I did it. And we get to witness the most computationally intense thing a computer has ever seen. Drawing a circle. Beautiful golfing in the black inky void. We're gonna go with, I think 5 should do. And we're gonna go with 265 degrees. Ah, I missed. One of my favorites, on the Commodore, there was a golf series, and their engine solution for determining the angle was you had to enter the time of day the hour hand would be pointed to say where you wanted to shoot. So if I said 3 o'clock, it would shoot to the right. But if I said 3:30, it's slightly under in between the 3 and 4 o'clock on a clock face. And it's a novel idea if not really difficult to visualize mentally. All right, speed, we're gonna go with 1. 200 degrees? There we go, I got it! Yeah! Your score for this hole is 11. Actually, I need to get my golf game list. Uh-oh. Oh no, I didn't pull that from my old hard drive. Do I still have it hooked up? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Hang on. Documents. There it is. Okay. Copy. And we're going to bring that into our documents folder. Oh, no, it's there. Okay. Okay. Atari 8-bit. I forget what this is called, but we're gonna make a note of it when we get back to the menu. Actually, I can just check from the Drive emulator. Championship. Okay. We are okay. We're under control. What club do I use? Let's see, 252? That's a 1 wood, I think. What strength? 10. We're just gonna give it a wallopin'. And that looks like a straight 90 degrees. Pow! Out of bounds. Use. Okay. Yeah, okay. 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 That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm not mad. I'm not already sick of this game's bullshit. Unbelievable. I can't believe this shit. Can't believe I've been doing this for 66 fucking Sundays. But I enjoy it. It's a nice time to just kind of a combination of admire and point and laugh a little bit at old golf games. And it's a nice time to chat. Kind of like doing just chatting for when you don't want to put just chatting on, because I don't understand the point of just chatting other than to just chat, and I'm not used to people just chatting. 270. No, that is. Uh-oh, where's delete? There it is. I almost got shot. 11 iron. What strength? 1. No. 4. And we're gonna go 270. Boop. Yeah! I did 22 yards. 7 yards to the pin, you just made it in 3 shots. Okay. 4. Let's see, that's probably... Last time I played a golf game, it was on the PS1. I got it on a demo disc, played the heck out of it, despite it only having 1 character and 1 map. That's my best experience of golf games. It's like, here's the thing, right? I like golf as a game. But in real life, I'm not all that into it. But like, especially like multiplayer online golf games, I find them oddly fun, because they're really just more of an excuse to spend time with people than I really think the golf game, and there's just a little bit of a competition there because you're playing against somebody else. Like, if I've ever gone golfing for any reason, online or otherwise, we tend to like forget the score maybe like a quarter of the way through. And if there's the lady who comes around with the little golf cart full of coolers of beer, then it's a little bit sooner than that. Let's see, 280. 80. Oh boy. So that's probably 50? So we're gonna go, no, 3, nope, not break. 3. 2, no. 8 and 45. I think that's 55. Yeah, there we go. I've been sitting here for the past few minutes kind of looking around here, and I'm trying to find if I have an old protractor from something, because if they're gonna make me do degrees, I'm gonna put a protractor up to the goddamn screen if it keeps making me do this. There was one game on the Amiga. I think I remember some of the terms. This proves how much I played the demo disc. There's eagle, par, bogey, sand, and lakes are bad. Yeah, so par is the average it takes to... So par is the target amount of hits to get to the hole. And that's, I think, made by the person who makes the green, like the grounds. And then if you're below that, if you're 1 below that, it's a birdie. If you're 2 below that, it's an eagle. If you're 3 below that, it's an albatross. And then I don't think they have any after that. And then there's hole in one. Yeah, and then bogey is over. And then after a while, you just stop saying double or triple, quadruple, quintuple, octuple, bogey. You just say it's dog shit. And I get a lot of dog shit. Alright, what club will you use? I think in this case, I can't... Okay, so I can't fly over the out of bounds. It dings me for that immediately. So I have to do probably a 3 wood. And then I have to go... Well, I have to just give it a walloping. It's in my nature. Alright, so 90, 100... I think this is 120 degrees? Dogshit sounds average for a casual player. Par and above sound more like pro level. Yeah, generally it is. Generally it is pro level stuff. Then there's this thing called a handicap, which is... There's some big fancy math thing they do. Well, I say big fancy math thing. That's just me hand-waving because I don't know what the process is. But they at the end of your round of golf, they fudge your score with your handicap. And I think it goes up to like 18 points or something. Or like 18 strokes. I can't remember. But it's a way for them to... It's a way for people who aren't good, like if one's really good and one is really bad, it gives them a way to still play against each other. Because the person who's really bad gets the handicap, and it's done via statistics. Alright, which club will you use? 3 wood. And how that's calculated, I can't remember. Strength, probably 9 this time. And we're gonna go 40... Actually, 57. I don't know why I chose 57. It was still wrong. Should have gone with 60. What club will I use? All right, we're gonna use that club. What club will you? Oh no, I misentered. I gotta check the window in case I'm gonna get shot. They didn't notice. And iron. What strength? We're gonna go with 5. And we're gonna go with 90, 110 again. There we go. 51 yards. Da, 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 da. Circle that. Da, da, da. 270. Yeah, I did it. And it's probably done in 8. Oh, the score is 6. I'm getting better. I'm learning. I'm learning. Is it like the same 4 or 5 holes and they just like put random bunkers around? Is that what it is? It's like, I could swear I've seen these patterns before. I could have sworn this hole existed a little bit previous. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to use a 1 wood, but this time the power is going to be 9. And I'm still gonna go 90 degrees. Kapow! That went pretty acceptably. Pretty okay. 11 iron. What strength? 2. We'll go 2. 2 sounds good. I like that number for this. Which direction? We're gonna go 115. Boop. Yeah, that worked. 7 yards. I did a little itty bitty baby tap. Made it in 2 shots to the green. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna go 5, I think? Yeah, we'll go 5. Direction 90. 13. We're gonna go 100. 130? No. 130 sounds right. No. 125 sounds good. Yeah! Rip your face, exciting rip your face off action here. It is just recycling the fairways. Alright. So now I'm gonna go with a 3 wood, and this time I'm gonna go 110 degrees. And we're gonna go with the strength of 10. Oh. Ah. Well, I tried. Let's see. 423, par 5, dis 139, strength. Player number 1, what club will I use? I will use a 3 iron. My favorite. What strength to use? 60. What strength? 8. 60. I went out of bounds again. Oh, we're gonna get pretty close to an ad, aren't we? I thought I had, ad snoozing. Did they take ad snoozing off? There. Well, what we'll do is we'll finish the hole, and that should get us to pretty close to the countdown here. I had a system in place for checking when ads are going to count down, but it is on the fritz since I nuke and pave the computer, so I'll have to review it and either, like, I don't know. It was kind of boilerplate, so I think some of the boilerplate doesn't apply anymore or something changed. I don't know. I might have to fix it or, I don't know, make it from scratch. What club will I use? We're gonna use a 10 iron. We're gonna go 4. We're gonna go 170. That looks like 160 to me. What club will I use? Oh. 11 iron. What strength? 4. Direction, 160. Oh, it kicked on, I'm sorry. Let's see, 104, 90, 135. Yeah! Okay, so we're gonna take this opportunity here, since we got a 3-minute ad break, and I think it's already happened, so I'm gonna go on a quick hold here. Where to go? So don't go too far, get up, stretch, move around, have a drink, have a snack, make a phone call, I don't know which, but don't go too far though, we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. That should have gotten the ads out of the way. Thank you very much for that. I've taken this opportunity to get some of my old man pills. Once you hit 30, once you get to your 30s, they nerf you. You get a little bit too powerful. Once you hit 30, you get all those buffs. Things like wisdom, experience, wealth. And then you get a debuff, and that's either knee problems, back problems, or heartburn. I somehow got all of them. Where's my Salisbury steak and pension check? Should have come by now. Alright. We have a giant green turd here. Okay, what club will you use? Let's use, one. Let's see. 334, one wood. What strength? 90. We're gonna go with, 80... 83. No, wait. 10. 83. Strength 0. Oh no. Did it misparse? Yes, it misparsed. I uncovered a bug. Okay, one wood. It's looking at the position of the character on screen to parse, and I accidentally deleted past the question mark and I put my answer in there. So my 10 got registered as a 0. $83. Alright, what club will I use? Let's use a... 6 iron. What strength? 8. 90? Let's go 86. Oh, with my sand trap, of course. I like how the sand traps are perfectly square. What club will I use? An 11 iron. Strength? 8. We're gonna go 270 to 265. No. 260. No. Yeah, 265. I need my own protractor. Hey, a chip in. I'm pretty chuffed with that. That's pretty decent, I must say. Alright. What club will I use? Well, it's 242, so I'm gonna have to use a 2-wood, I think. I'm gonna go with a strength of 9, because I know better now. 90, 100... We're gonna go with 105. If I get this right, I should not skip over that corner around the bend. Oh, shit. What will I use? 8 iron. Why not use an 8 iron? I don't know anymore. I'm just guessing. What strength? 7? 7 sounds like a power. Okay, 0. We're gonna go 25 degrees. Need a protractor, man. Am I on the green yet? That's not on the green. Oh, come on. I am 1 pixel off of the green. Unbelievable. What club will I use? 11 iron. And a power of... Okay, so flat hostile... So 0 is quite literally just a flat... You make a flat hostile stare at the ball, and it does not move. But I don't know why 0 is an option. Let's see, 180, 100... I think that's 185. Yeah! Why did it go backwards? Am I insane? Did that go backwards? Alright. Okay. What club will I use? 11 iron. What strength? We're gonna go 1. We're gonna say 180 degrees. I just want it on the green. There we go. On the green. Alright, speeds from 0 to 10. We're gonna say that's a 6. I think that's a 6. Alright. 180. 185. Yeah, sorry, you can't see me sitting here trying to, like, make a little protractor and thingy with my hand, trying to figure this out, because I do not have the mental faculties to, like, picture this in my mind and adjust it accordingly. I really need to get my ass a protractor. I wonder if there's a program on my computer. I wonder if there's a program I can get on the repos for a protractor program. I bet you there is. But I'm not gonna do it in the middle of the stream. I already spent too long trying to figure out how the hell to make the tape work. And then didn't make it work. Let's go 0, 360. We're gonna say 180, 190. I'm gonna say that's 200. Oh, too bad you didn't get it. You're absolutely right, condescending computer man. I sure as shit didn't. Alright, 1. Direction, 270. There we go, but that I did get. Score for this hole is 7. Amazing. Alright, we're halfway through the course. The cyclical repeating course. Like Groundhog Day of computer golf. 369, so this is a 1 wood, obviously. We're gonna go with giving it a good old-fashioned walloping, and we're gonna go 90 degrees. Wapow! Boop! Did that curve up, or am I insane? I am insane. That actually... Oh. I could have got 91 degrees and not had this problem. Alright, what will I use? We would? No, I can't. I'm gonna use a 9 iron, and I'm gonna go 110 degrees. We're gonna go with a strength of 2. just to get it on the fairway. Okay. 2 wood. Okay, distance 206, so we're going to use a 3 wood at a strength of 10, going 90 degrees. And that went out of bounds. So what, did the woods actually accomplish anything that a 1 wood doesn't? Because that went... Because like a 1 wood goes 250 yards. Like a driver goes 250. Ah, hell, I don't know. It's old computer golf. I'll just roll with it. 11 iron. About a strength of 2. Because we're not in a bunker. I can go 270. That did not go anywhere. That did not move. Actually, it moved 1 pixel. Oh, and that shoots right over. Okay, so the power's not linear. I'm learning things halfway through this golf game. Alright. 11 iron. We're gonna go 3. No, 4, because we tried 8 before, I think. We're gonna go 4. 90. We're gonna go, I think that's a 3. That's probably looks like a 3. 90. I think that's 87 degrees. Yeah, I got it in. Amazing. This is the most exciting golf experience I've had in my life. This is absolutely incredible. I wonder how much this costed. MSRP. Okay, so that's not 90 degrees. That's probably... I think that's 88 degrees. 1 wood. Strength, 10. Direction, 88. Wait, my driver goes 335 yards? That's insane. Almost got a hole-in-one from that. Jesus. Amazing. Alright. 4? I think that's a 4. And then... Alright, 80, 100. That's probably 205 degrees. Yeah! I got my first birdie! Your score for this hole is 2. Yay! I did it! I'm the greatest golfing computer gamer that ever lived. Amazing. He says lyingly. Alright. This is... So I'm gonna have to use a 3 wood at 80% power, going 90. I'm gonna say that's 120. 120 degrees. Nope, that's too hard. That's 100 now. Yeah, that was 110. Alright, so if I'm 135 away, I don't know, 5 iron, I guess? I don't know, I'm just guessing clubs again. 7 sounds nice. 90, probably 75 degrees. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Very pleased with that. Straight north. All right. 680. Yes. Got a bogey out of it. Hmm. 168, so 3 wood. I could probably do 90 degrees here. We're gonna go 8. No. We're gonna have to go, I think, 6 and 90. Ah, it's going out of bounds. No, my failure kept me safe. So we're gonna go. Now we're 173 away. We're gonna go 5 iron. 9. We're gonna go 100 or 10. 115. 115 sounds good. Yeah. That was terrible. Why did I do that? What have I done? That was horrible. Okay. Let's see. What club will I use? We're going to use a 7 iron. And we're going to go with the strength of 7 because I feel like it. And 30 degrees. Huh. That worked out really well. Okay, we're gonna do short words. How do I word again? I forget. I forget words. Shot power, I think is 5. Direction, we're gonna go 90. I skimmed it. That was 100. That was 100 degrees. No, 1. No, 2. It doesn't punish me really for overshooting unless it's obscene. 180. 195. There. I did it. Yeah. Succeeded. I've succeeded in the thing. Player number 1. Return. Okay. 90, 100. I think that's 110 degrees. We're gonna go with a 3 wood at 70% power. And we're gonna go 90. Actually, I think that's, 115 degrees sounds good. That is way too steep. And it just barely skipped out of bounds. Okay, we're gonna go 7 iron at a power of 7 again. Shot power of 7 again. We go 85 degrees. How is it so hard to say words? I wonder if I just got another migraine coming on or something. Yeah, I had this little saga on Friday, and I'm still kind of on standby this weekend. Because I guess where I live, Amazon introduced a new service that I didn't know about, and that's like super early morning delivery. And what happened was, I ordered a replacement hard drive on Thursday. And on Friday morning, I wake up to a bunch of missed messages and calls from somebody getting progressively angrier that they couldn't get inside. And then a message that Amazon could not deliver this hard drive. And I'm like, why? When did this happen? 4:45 in the morning. And I'm like, why is this happening? And later on in the day, I get a call. And they're like, oh, and I guess what happened was the fella couldn't get in and then reported that I didn't answer the door because, well, the building is in lockdown overnight. And the guy tried calling at 4:45 in the morning, which most people aren't going to answer. And so then I rightfully ask, well, what are you doing making a delivery at 4:45 in the morning? And they said, well, you asked for that. And I'm like, no, I didn't. Well, turns out I did, because that was the new default delivery time. And that's when I learned, oh, by the way, we're introducing new delivery time windows. And the default was 4 in the morning. So I'm an asshole because I just told this poor bastard to show up at 4 in the morning and I had no idea. And I was told yesterday that it was going to arrive that day in the evening. And now it's not arriving. Now it seems like it hasn't arrived at all because it's now Sunday evening and it's still not here. So I think I made that poor bastard really mad at me. I mean, I kind of half deserved it because I was unknowingly the reason he was out there that early. It would have been nice if they had some kind of warning beforehand, I suppose. Alright, what will I use? Let's use an 8 iron. Actually, let's use a 9 iron, and we're gonna go 7. And we're gonna go 95 degrees. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. 11 iron, and we're gonna go to 70. What's strength? 4. 270. One of my problems with playing so many golf games, I've now got muscle memory to other games. So I keep punching these commands in out of order. Alright. And 77. Yeah! How many more of these do I have? We're on probably hole 12? Hole 14. Alright, 4 more of these, and we can chalk this one up for the challenge. What club will I use? This is 360, so 1 wood. 360 yards. 90... 86. And 86. Why is it that time it shot 238 yards, but then the last time it shot 300 yards? Because there's no wind calculation in this game. That is beyond this paltry little game's comprehension. That's some crazy ass shit right there. That's crazy. Alright, 123 yards away, 7 iron. At 80% strength. We're gonna go 82. $138 yards. Very nice. And on the green. Yes. I'm gonna say that's a shot power of 6. 270. Stick. 280. Ah! It's like 281 or 282 or something. Okay, so shot power of 1 at 0 degrees. Oh, come. Okay, shot power of 2 at 0 degrees. There 1. My turn. 3 more. 3 more, and we can finish this one up. Alright, what club will I use? Well, obviously a 1 wood. Of course we will. What strength? 10. We are at... I'm gonna say that's 100. Just barely made it. I was about to go out of bounds real quick there. What club will I use? I'm gonna use 7 iron at 70% strength, because that just seems to work out really well for me these days. That's 90. I'm gonna say that's 80. That's close enough, I guess. Alright, speed 0 to 10. 5. So if that's 270. 270. I'm gonna say that's 340. No. 330. Yeah, there we go. I'm waiting for one of these programs to ask for the shot in radians. That's the day I just give up. That's the day I die. That's the day I go, right, I'm done. My life is complete. I'm graduating. Not even a debut. Just graduation. There you go. We're done. But I bet you some guy's gonna be a bastard and we're gonna see it in radians. Oh my god, I've fallen down this rabbit hole. I've gotten addicted to this sweet treat. And a few months back, I didn't know it existed. And then on a whim, I bought it. It's Wonka Nerds, except they roll them in gummies. They just make these little gummy blobs and then they roll them in the Nerds, and it's amazing. Alright. Now I'm just choking on them a little bit. Alright. What club will I use? One wood, of course. What strength? We can get away with 10. And this is 80 degrees. No. 85 degrees. Seven iron, 7 strength, and 90. 90 degrees sounds good to me. Boop. Oh, I almost made it on the green. $11 iron. Going strength to 2. We're gonna go 95. Yeah. Yes. Did it. Mm-hmm. Mm. 5. So 90 is gonna miss. I think that's gonna be 88. Well, so is 88, I guess. Alright. Speed. Actually, no. 3. We're gonna go 3, so we guarantee it. 270 plus. $315. Yeah. Alright, 17th hole, I think. Hole 17. Alright, so I'm gonna learn this time. I cannot just shoot 90 degrees. We gotta shimmy down a little bit. 1 wood. We're gonna shimmy down. What strength? We're gonna do a 10. We're gonna go 100. Actually, no, we're gonna go 90. 92 degrees. Yeah! We did it! What club will I use? Let's see, 131. All right, we're just gonna do the 7 iron at 7 strength again because that seems to work out really well for me. 91. 1 degrees. Iron at 5 and 90. All right, 6. 270. Let's go 265. No, 262. Oh no! Shit. Oh my god. Okay. Speed 1, actually 2, because there's no punishment for going too fast. Or I bet you there is, but you have to be obscene with it. Alright, last hole and we can switch games. Oh my god. Alright, what hole? Okay, what club? 1 wood, and we're gonna go 10 for full strength, and we're gonna go 90 degrees, and we're gonna hit the ball, and then it's gonna go really far, and then we're gonna do it again. And then another time, and then a third time. And then probably a 4th time, and then I'm gonna miss, which is gonna make it a 5th time. I have it down to a science. Alright, what club will I use? Let's see, 167, so 3 iron and 80% strength, and also, actually, we're gonna go 89. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Three, no, 4. 275 seems like it'll do. No. No, it does not. Right. 3. 90, okay, 86. Damn it. Two. 280. There, Jesus Christ. We did it. That was a golf. That was a golf. This one's tough. Okay. This type of series, like this series of games from this era, is really tough to categorize because there are not 1, not 2, but like I'm gonna say 80% of the golf games are simply called golf because nobody knew that the other person was making a golf game called golf. Which makes it really tough to categorize. Because I'm like, well, which golf was I talking about? Another game? No, thank you. So that was championship golf. I think. That's what the, that's what it says on the file system anyway. Alright, so let's load another one. ILGC. So we have another one, also called golf. Except this one is from the far-off future. Instead of 1983, it's from 1985. Whoa! Isn't that amazing? Okay. Alright, on you go. Is it gonna work? Ah, there we are. Golf 85 by Sawfish Software. Okay, so the last one was... Need to remind you, the last one was made by a book publisher. Golf 85. Alright. 1985 by Sawfish Software, written by Michael Unterstorfer. That is an amazing last name. Unterstorfer. Alright, play all holes. Stopped at line 1. Oh, shit. Let me see what I got around here. I have an Atari 2600. I bet you I've got the controller for it. Jesus, this is... Plastic is turned hard as a rock. Up, down, left, right. Because this D-pad was working. In all holes. Oh, I have to go down to start. Oh! Don't need this after all. Oh, okay, we're getting into some 21st century shit here, I'll tell you that. Oh my god, okay. Player 1, hole 1, strikes 0. Press button to begin. Oh, I just gave that a little wimpy hit. Okay, despite the flickering, this one is definitely funner already. This is something I'm a little more used to in my golf games. Pretty snappy, too. Okay, now you're gonna make me type now? Angle? What? 270 to 275. Speed 3. Angle 275. Speed 9. Angle 45. 3. Oh no, 5. Angle 180. Speed 1. Wow, hole! You scored after 8 strikes. Wow. Press button to play again. Play all holes. Okay. I only played hole 1, that didn't count. We'll say that that was me trying to learn. That was me learning the ropes. This is already magnitudes more exciting. See, this is what's annoying, is that it makes me go tight. It's like it was two different golf games cobbled together. Because there was nothing... What stopped them from... What stopped them from just zooming in and doing the same thing for the green that they did for the... Like, for our overhead? Like, why this? Angle, we're gonna go 170... Sprint speed 7. 170 speed 4. Angle let's see, 90 135 speed 3. Oh! Wow! I like how it's not centered. I think that's pretty great. None of the messages are centered. Press button to continue. What do you mean out? I think I did pretty good. All right. Okay, so it's the same thing. I can't even fly over out of bounds. It just says it's no good. So it doesn't ding me for landing in OB. It dings me for even getting close to OB. Angle 90, speed 5. Hole! There we go. All right. I gotta do something about that warbling. Right, I already discussed this, didn't I? Or I already kind of said it out loud. Plan. Right now what I've got is some cheap, like, $5 Amazon... Like some crappy little, like, $5 Amazon power supply. And then I found the connector for an Atari power supply. I don't think I have the actual power supply. And then I've got a barrel connector to stitch them together. I like one of those screw down terminal to barrel connector adapters to kind of connect them up. So I bet you it's the power supply doing it. There we go. And on the green. Yes. Okay. Now I have to put the controller down. I knew there was gonna be a catch. There's always a catch to these games. Now I have to put the controller down and bust out the keyboard. Angle. 270. I'm gonna say that's 315. And we're gonna go with a shot power 6. That did not work. Angle 160. 345. 5. Oh! Wow! Oh! Okay, a little off to the side. And we'll give it a good walloping. That should get me lined up. Now these courses are getting a little crazy now. Because again, you can't go over. You can't shoot the ball over the black void. The moment you do, it's considered OB. So the infinite inky black void will devour all, except for the golfers and the fairway. Some eldritch golf going on here. Oh, it almost ate the ball. I don't know how I can make this sound so exciting, because it's really not. But that's good. Fine. It means it's relaxing. I'm not known for crazy rip-your-face-off action. I only say it tongue-in-cheek. I'm gonna say that's 53. And we're gonna say that's a shot power of 7. Okay, angle 90. Speed 4. Hole! Oh my god, these courses are getting insane now. I don't think these are procedurally generated either. Somebody's like, yeah, I think they learned about the concept of the inky black terrifying void in the game and how you can't put the ball over it. Let's make the ball progressively harder to navigate through the course. Okay. I think I know what they're trying to accomplish with the flickering. That flickering is not a capture issue, but I am going to check something. Where is it? Blend. Properties. Frame rate. I'm gonna put it to 50. Was it not at 60? That's looking a bit better. Okay. We'll see if the ball travel is a little bit better, too. Oh, that's a massive delay. Oh, man. Sorry. This is gonna suck. Sorry. Sometimes we get horrific sounds when I do that. Yeah, that's looking better. Flint audio. I'm just gonna do this here. Is the delay better? Much better. Okay. Okay. So there's some things that just from a purely technological perspective, I can't address effectively. There might, if I can, there might be a solution via shaders that could help, but I don't know if it really will provide a meaningful solution. Actually, no, I don't think shaders would help here. No, they wouldn't. So, the weird effect you're seeing on, say, the dial and the ball flickering... Oh, ads are on. Sorry. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna put the ads on. Well, the ads are on. They happen automatically. I can't do anything about that. Actually, no. That's not true. I've been told that the solution to the problem... is worse than the problem. Which is... If I do it manually, like if I run ads manually and I forget, then pre-rolls come on and people get very upset with pre-rolls. And we had a pretty good explanation from a viewer on why that is, from like a psychological perspective. But what it means is putting ads on a schedule for 3 minutes every hour is generally better than giving a pre-roll. Even though the person is experiencing more ads and it's more disruptive to viewing, people tend to be more receptive to to ads in the middle of their viewing rather than a pre-roll and no ads at all. So I did have a tool that warned me beforehand in the stream, but that's on the fritz right now. You saw it, like, if you came in during the stream start, it showed up and made messages twice. It started to double them up, and I was getting a big slew of errors in the logs, so I had to turn it off and investigate that a little bit later. Like, that's something on my to-do list to investigate later. Or figure out a better solution for. But, yeah. I'm just gonna let this go through. Gonna have continue our nice relaxing time. Actually, this might be a perfect time for me to get a little bit of some chips. Yeah. Delicious chips. Ah, yes. I've got about 10 seconds left. I think, anyway. We'll see when people are back. Uh-huh. Alright. I think we're done ad time, and I've got my little handful of chips. Alright. And we're back. Okay. What was I rambling about here? Oh yes, the flickering. So about the flickering, one of the problems is... Not a problem, but a video technique back in the day. Okay, let's go a little bit further back. Let's talk about the video technology known as the cathode ray tube. After the cathode ray tube was discovered to be more useful as a video display technology than a memory technology, it was the like de facto standard for like most home, enterprise, scientific, like any type of analog or digital media viewing. Whether that be the output from a computer, or watching TV, or playing video games at home. And how it works is you have a cathode ray, so a big bunch of radiation, shooting at a sheet of glass with a metal grill over top. And when the cathode ray hits the phosphorus that the glass face is coated with, it makes it glow. The thing is, because it's this phosphorus that is getting like excited and glowing, it has a decay when the cathode ray is not shining on it anymore. So you get a very, very slight blurring effect. And in most cases, it's not really viewable. Actually, in some cases, a CRT could be designed to give a longer afterglow and a longer decay, because in some types of hardware, it might be advantageous to do so, like a radar system. If you wanted an analog radar system, a good way to do that is, that's what that traditional, like if you see a radar system just sweeping, like this gauge is at the top, and there's that long afterglow afterwards, and it pings little dots when things are found within the radar scanning range. Oh, that's weird for the video. Wonder what happened there. This thing better not be honking out. That'd be very unfortunate right now. That's not me doing that, by the way. Starting to shit the bed a little bit. Oh shit, I'm going backwards. This is this is a problem. Why are the colors changing? Okay, so earlier before stream, it was doing this as well during that disk selection menu. But I thought that was like a way to stop CRT burn-in, but I think there's actually something amiss. This is a problem. Can't even see where the ball is. Ah, okay, there it is. Well, we're gonna tough it out, because we don't really have a choice right now. I don't have a plan B. Oh, boy. Okay, well, luckily, this lets me choose what hole I'm playing on. Is it speeding up how much it's changing, or? Alright, well I'm gonna finish this hole, and then I think... Did I put the screws back in this? No, I didn't. Okay. I'll see if maybe something's loose or hot in there, and see from there what to do. Angle... I'm gonna say that's 210. Speed... 9. Angle 270. Speed 5. Actually, no, it seems to have smartened up now. I don't know why the hell it did that. Angle 270, speed 2. Hole! Alright, we're gonna see if it continues to screw up like this. Anyway, so what I was getting at. So, understanding that with CRTs, that when you render an image to the face of the tube for a person to look at, the image that's drawn persists for a few milliseconds after. Or sometimes even a few frames, or... Oh, right, I'm mixing up the T box and the green. Knowing that there's a persistence of the image that's rendered to the... like, drawn on the face of the tube. Sometimes a few milliseconds, sometimes several seconds. You can start employing techniques in software to add additional effects or shades or colors that the hardware that's drawing technically can't produce. And so a good way of doing, a good example of this is, I think it was either the first or second Sonic the Hedgehog. It uses some effects to make the surface of water transparent when the Sega Genesis doesn't have transparency effects. And what it's doing is it's relying on the fact that your TV runs at 60 frames a second, and so it toggles the surface of the water on and off at 30 frames per second, because most TVs will have a persistence of the image that was there, and it's slowly decaying. So if you draw, and we're also exploiting your persistence of vision as a person, because not only does the picture tube have a persistence of vision, like a persistence of the image drawn to it, people also have a persistence of vision when they see things. They don't register a change to an image instantly. And so what they're doing here with all of this flickering with the ball and the gauge is they're probably trying to make a different shade of yellow, or they're trying to make it translucent to distinguish it from the rest of the gauge. And on a CRT, this probably looks amazing, but not only can we not capture a CRT effectively, like with a camera, which would make it look weird anyway, there'd be no way for you to... There's no way for me in hardware to capture this, is what I'm saying. I thought, you know what, we could use a shader and then it can blur the frames together. But that doesn't work either, because the hardware capturing I'm using doesn't know what to do about this either, and that's why you saw the like partial solid, partial opaque, sweeping thing. Oh. I had something go a little awry there. Let me just fix that up. I'm just gonna give that a quick fix, yeah. My face got stuck. Oh no. Angle 0. Speed 5. There we go. 0, 5. Hole! Don't know why it got so weird like that, but we'll, oh well, we'll roll with it. So they're probably doing that here as well, like with the ball in motion. But yeah, it's just not... It's just not working now that a modern display is... Now that we're viewing it on a modern display and we're capturing it with modern hardware, it doesn't... These effects to either, like, save compute time for the ball in flight, instead of drawing it every ball, it's like every pixel. It's like drawing it every second, which you could get away with on a picture, on a CRT. You can't get away with that here now. The gauge, I don't know, I'm gonna shut up. I'm just incoherently rambling like an old man. Alright, angle. We're gonna go with... I'm gonna say that's 83. Speed 7. Angle 0, speed 3. Hole! There. Some of these fairways are terrifying looking. Now watch it slowly slide across the screen. There we go. Angle 90, speed 7. Hole! Oh, is there only 9 holes? Oh, there was only 8 holes. Okay, so the rule is 1 course or 18 holes. So you know what? We did it. We did it. We played Golf 85. Roll S. You know, that one was enjoyable if it weren't for the fact that it seemed like 2 games stitched together. Aside from that, it was a pretty cool golf game. I like that one. Alright, let's change disc. We're now at golf. Another one just called Golf. Golf from 1989. Chico and Joseph R. Sorry. Joseph R. Chico. Okay, this may not run. This one may not run because it's built for the 130XE, which is the last version of the Atari to like Atari 8-bit line, and I think it had extra memory in it. So we're gonna see. I'm just gonna sneak a little bit more candy as this loads. Interesting. L, binary load. Load from what file? I don't know, golf? Error 170, hit item or return for menu. Disk directory. List. Okay. Disk directory. List. File. Name too long. Block file, write DOS files, format disk, binary save, binary load, run at address. Maybe I have to do this. Might have to load it with basic unloaded. So I think that's you hold down option. Okay, so I got an error. Yeah, so we got an error loading, so it's probably... It needs more memory than I've got, so we're gonna switch... So, just one called golf. From Joseph Chico. Okay, so we're going to say that one's not done. All right, so there's golfchallenge.xex. 1982, Sierra Online. All right, so we're going to load Sierra Online's Golf Challenge next. Is that good? I don't think that's good. I think that's actually a bad thing. I think that was a bad. I think that was a very bad. I knew this was going to happen. Start this up. Now, I don't know if others can hear that. Flint, where's my flint? Flint. Where's the Flint audio? Where's it in my listing here? Bell, grind, fall off. Ah. That's better. That was at a very high register. Okay, either this is... No. No way. I have to make the little goober. I do. I make the little goofus doofus goober. No, okay. So I have to move around, and then I hold down fire, and that's how I swing, is then my left and right are now my swing. So I have to approach it this way, I think? This is amazing. This is amazing in like the best worst way. My God. I'm glad I had the backup disc. I was like, holy shit. Woo! This is so amazing. This is like the happiest thing to happen to me this weekend. Oh my God. I love this. This is so terrible. It's awful and I love it so much. This is peak video game golf right here. Tiger Woods can eat my whole ass. Holy crap. Okay, this is fun to me now, but I think I'm gonna hate it in like 20 minutes. Oh, you son of a bitch. No! Why did it not work the one way, but it worked the other? Oh, so it's only one face of the club that's considered a hit. This is gonna take a long time. Look at him just shimmy around. Look at this absolute freak of nature. This brings me such immense fucking joy, you have no idea. This is the most brilliantly stupid idea. I wonder what the marketing material was like with this. Experience the true sensation of golf, of walking to approach your ball and swinging. Walk, swing, but not walking while swinging, that's too much. Right, that way does not count. God. It's only when rotating counterclockwise. The hit is only registered if the club is moving counterclockwise. This is terrible. This is terrible in the best way imaginable. Oh my god, I got a chip in. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, ball. I'm sure somebody can make a horror game out of this. Okay, there's a new mechanic here. A newly discovered mechanic. The longer your club is in swing, the farther it goes. And the angle at which you hit the club, the angle at which the club hits the ball is the direction it goes. You line up. You do this. Give it a face-burningly fast walloping. And now it's OB. Well, holy shit, I am learning so much right now. And I missed the ball. Good God. Who authorized this at Sierra Online? I just want to know. I was about to say I just want to talk to them, but I don't think I do. This is... I think I'm scared of them. I think I am scared of whoever at Sierra Online made this. I think this is a game for crazy people. This is amazing. This is incredible, though. Okay, internet people, don't let me forget that I need to buy a better power supply for this computer. Like the Atari, not my PC. Mine's fine. I whiffed it. Okay. And that's why they don't let... That's why hitting on a clockwise motion doesn't count. It's so you can line your ball up, backswing and forward swing. I get it now. It's so you can line the ball up as you wish. At least in this game, the horrific inky black void. The horrific inky black void is not OB. This is surprisingly difficult to do. I've underestimated how difficult this is. This is still amazing, though. Okay, when the game first loaded in, I thought it fucked up loading because the guy was just in the middle of the course. Me kind of fucking around with the controls was me trying to figure out how badly it fucked up, but no, that's just how this game works. I love this. This actually brings me a bit of joy. And now he's approaching the green. There's some techniques in this. This is what's demented. There's actually a technique and process. There's ways to learn and improve and be better in this game. And it really is an at-your-own-pace kind of game. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I'm already at a par of 7... Not a par. I'm already at a stroke count of 72. And we're on the 4th hole. I slowly approach the ball. Actually, I think I want to do something crazy. Stupid and or crazy. Okay, we're gonna give it a massive wallop. Oh, fucked it up. I want it to hit here. We're gonna spin this all the way around. Hit it again. Okay, all... Okay, all the way around. But not entirely all the way around. Then, we'll give it a walloping. I hit a tree. Time spent swinging is proportional to power. This is some rip your face off action right here. Who needs your Marvel rivals? That's baby bitch shit. We got this. I'm sorry, I couldn't commit to the bit. I could not commit to the bit. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. There, I just pushed it into the hole. You know what? Fuck it. The hell with it. Fuck you in particular. Just push it into the hole. Why not? Just shove it on up in there. Alright, so I want to hit at that angle. Don't hit the tree, son of a bitch. I really wish I could do something about this warbling on the screen right now, but I don't think I can for a while. I'm getting good at this game already. Shit, son. I chipped it in from... just shot it in from halfway down the hole. I'm becoming a champion at this. He says with a shot count of 94 shots in the 7th hole. It says it right there. Boop. Dude, what's funny is they didn't give him any arms. But they gave him these little tiny stub arms. And this... like... it's questionable. It really looks questionable, except for the fact that this noodly appendage is coming out of his rib cage. Go in the water. I have so much. It doesn't show on screen, but I am so happy right now. Like, one of the things that this challenge does is it shows like some of the really early games and how developers tried to accomplish things that we think are just like brain dead simple now. And we think they're brain dead simple now because somebody had gone and done it and fucked it up and everybody pointed and laughed at them. And only after enough of that did we learn really how things should play and what people like. But I have to give credit that they're trying these new things when nobody knew how to do it. And I feel like sometimes they're ragged on a little bit. Like, yes, we have seen a few games in this where, a few games, especially in like the Commodore 64 section, where they were just really bad golf games. And even then, I still can't be mad at them because a lot of these were somebody's like my first program kind of games. And what they were doing wasn't trying to make money, they were just trying to learn. and it was probably found in like an estate sale when somebody was backing up floppies because their grandpa died or something. The ones I really rag on are the ones that are just awful, but they charged money and they sold it in a box. But like shit like this was from 1983 from Sierra Online. Like, these guys were infamous for their adventure games. And like, yeah, it's not good, but it is so novel. It's so novel. It's a bizarre mechanic that requires competence to pull this off, even if the result is ridiculous. Like, the mechanics we discovered, like your golfer's swing time is proportional to power, and the angle at which the ball goes is the angle in which it contacts the club. Like, it requires some actual skill and competence to pull off. It's just, it manifests in a way that's so ridiculous in the modern day. But it's incredible, and it's a little goofy, and it's funny, and it's one of these things where, yeah, I'll laugh at it, but my god, do I appreciate it. Like, I really, really do appreciate it. I am glad it's here. Feel like I'm actually figuring out how this works. This was one of those kind of games where they ask, what is the point of a golf game? And somebody said, one guy says, to play golf, and the other says, to have fun. This is a stellar example of playing a golf game to have fun, not playing a golf game to play golf. I think that's a good way to summarize this one. Because there's no wind calculations, there's no wind calculations and terrain calculations and trajectory and rolling and a power loss and grass and anything. It's just a guy with a stick, and you run up and you swing the stick, and they give him a little silly walk, and they give him a silly stick. Yes, it's very goofy, and it's fun. Like, it's actually fun. It's actually enjoyable. I don't know how enjoyable it is for you all, but it's enjoyable for me. Oh. Speak of land. Alright, where's that ball? I wonder if this got ported to another platform. I wonder if other platforms have this, because I can tell you, I did not get to experience this on the Commodore, I can tell you that. You do it. Actually, that helped. Okay, I'm gonna try a trick shot. Now I'm getting confident, a little cocky. there. I don't see any obstacles in my way. Ah, shit, there's a tree hidden in the inky black void. Okay, we're halfway done. Come on. I wonder how many Sierra Online games were online, or had an online element. That would be a neat thing for me to look up, that I'm probably going to forget once the stream is over. Yeah, I was worried I could just make the guy walk off the screen. Back in the day, like before the concept of memory safety, there were a few times I got to hear about story. Oh, I forgot to take a pause before hitting the... Oh. Shit. In the early days of computing, like home computing, before like memory safety was a baked-in element in hardware and functions, and there's like functions and protection mechanisms in operating systems. I heard a few stories about games like, I think there was like a Tron game for the Apple II. And there was another one that involved like monsters and combating some slugs in some defense game. And due to lack of memory safety, sometimes in the case of this Tron game, or the Tron bike game, the programmer didn't put in any mechanisms or failsafe for if a person left the playing area, and because when the person's bike drives around, it leaves a trail of a certain like character or a certain sprite. And so because it left the playing area, it could accidentally start writing into memory contents it shouldn't. Or in the case of the other game with this tower defense, it was these slugs could just destroy things in front of them over time, which meant if you left the game on and the slug somehow left the play area, it could just start deleting content. Like deleting contents on disk or contents in memory of other programs you had. I wish I could remember what game it was, but I didn't just sound like a raving lunatic. More so than I normally do. But I was worried for a minute when I'm running the guy into the bottom here. I was checking if they implemented bounds for the golfer, or could I just make the golfer run around in memory. Oop. Yeah. Still trying to figure out the angles a little bit. There. Okay, I remember now about the power supply. When I bought this Atari, the owner replaced the Atari power supply with a Commodore 64's power supply. And if you own a Commodore 64, I know there's statements to the contrary, but there were multiple models of the Commodore 64's power supply that had a very particular failure mode, which was as the power supply deteriorated, the voltage didn't go down, it went up. And so it was not uncommon for people's like Commodore 64s to get completely fried because the voltage just got too high. And there was no real way to know until your chips blew up. And for whatever reason, I'm not sure I understand why, the owner of this Atari took a Commodore 64 power supply and put it in. Sorry. Is there a squeal going on? There. That should help a little bit. I'm wondering if I just inadvertently, like, permanently lost a band of my hearing. Because as soon as I turned that down, I heard a ring in my ears. As if something really loud just cleared up. So if I accidentally made my viewers deaf, I am very sorry. At least that weird color shit didn't happen. That's two things I need to get. So I need to get myself lined up with a memory upgrade. Because, I think it was like the last model of Atari 8-bit home computer had, I think it was like 330, or it might have even been 512 kilobytes of RAM. And this has 64. And so, like, there's some games in here where they were written for the 130XE. I can't play them. And the interesting thing is they're all architecturally similar. Shuffle on around here. Just gonna shuffle on up there. Just gonna give you a little bit of a shimmy sham. Just gonna shuffle. Just gonna shuffle. Boop. Yeah. I think that squeal is the software, and the reason I say that is there's a built-in diagnostic in the 800XL, and the sound chip is fine during the tests. So I think this might just be a software issue. So I'll keep it turned down a little bit, but if there is a squeal and it is a problem, let me know, and then maybe I'll just turn the sound off until we switch to another game. It's like I can kind of hear it, and it might be a problem, but I don't know. 'Cause I have a bit of hearing damage myself, so sometimes I don't detect things. Oh, ads came on again. Sorry. Let's take a quick... You know what? While the ads are going, let's take a quick few-minute break, hey? Let's get up and stretch and move around. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Get a refill on my drink, and I can have a little bit more of my snack. Okay. And we should be back. Ads should be all finished up now. So let's finish this up. We got 4 more of these holes, and then we'll be all finished up. Well, with this anyway. Curious if maybe those that stability issue with the chip had something to do with the power as well. Because like it cycled through, but then it smartened up after a while. And it seemed to happen on timed intervals. Where'd the ball go? There we go. Ah, I goofed. Alright. I will pull her back and let her fly. Alright, and swing. Oh, that's gonna hit the tree. No, I missed the tree. Now that's some professional golfing right there. I say as I slowly do my little crab walk up to the green. Alright. Spin it on around. Too hard. There we are. I like how it draws in all of the rough shit and then it just caps off the rectangles with little rounded corners and is like, there, it's fancy now. Are you happy now? You happy now, operator? Okay, so probably here should be fine. And 197 strokes. Oh, is it going in the water? No, actually, that went pretty far. Okay, two more after this. Well, that went pretty far in the wrong direction. And boop. Last bit of it right here. Alright. And we'll give it a good old swing. Wapow! And that's gonna go in the water. Alright. That should give me a little bit more of an angle. Ah, for fuck's sake. The rip your face off golf action. Coming your way. Oh, it's going in the water again, isn't it? Nope, I just barely made it over the water. Oh, fuck. And boop. Wait, is this the 18th hole? Is this the last one? As much as I love this one, I am glad that we're finishing it up. That composite artifacting is a bit of a headache for me. What is it? Is that it? Did it just end there? Well, that... Well, what do you know? That's the Amazon. Just a moment. Here we are. That was Golf Challenge by Sierra Online. Now, Golf by Joseph Chico, we're gonna have to look at another time if I can get a memory upgrade to this unit. I don't think that's gonna happen for a while, though. Now, I think we've got enough time to shimmy in one more. And I say that, famous last words, hey? I think we can do it. But right now, that gives us 3 games in 3.5 hours. So, let's go... What is this? Golf Challenge 1 ATR? You know, I better check the... Oh shit, I don't have a file listing otherwise. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna exit. Exit, exit. Startup D0. Bounce it. Okay, well that doesn't help much. That really doesn't help much. It's condensed them down to their fat 32, or sorry, their fat counterparts. Golf Challenge 1.atr. There's probably a few called Golf Challenge. You know what we're gonna do though? These might be redistributions of the same game. I'll have to double check that. I actually need to go back in here and rename these. Because they are the full title of the game. Actually, hang on, the Drive emulator might be able to say. Golf Challenge 1982 from Sierra Online. Golf Challenge 1982, Sierra Online. Golf Challenge 1982, Sierra Online. Okay, so these are like redistributions of the same game in case one of them's got an issue. Golf Challenge 3, 1982, Sierra 4, 15XX, Sunset City. Sunset City Software. Okay, so there's another one called Golf Challenge. So we'll choose that one. Yep, loading up just fine. And no, the squealing during load is normal. But the, no response thing isn't. Alright, let's start another one. Okay, so that's side B. Now, I don't know about you, but I think I've got a boot error. Alright. That didn't work. Oh, did that just nuke my... I think that just nuked it. Alright, we gotta start the disk drive emulator cold now. I have a feeling that nuked the file system. No, it did not nuke the file system. That's good. Alright, we're gonna try loading that one more time. Okay, fine. Want me to boot through the menu? We'll boot through the menu. Alright. Alright, so now it's gonna play hard, huh? Gonna be a little questionable now. There we go. The other thing is, there might not be enough memory. One of the things is, Atari released a whole bunch of computers, like a whole series of computers, and they have the almost identical architecture, and any of the alterations to them were generally aesthetic, or were like a physical change. Very little of it was like architectural. And so some had more memory, some had ports added, some had ports removed. But the code from older generations worked on the newer ones without any alteration, except for if they needed memory. So that makes it a little hard to figure out what is and isn't required. Nope, okay. Okay, so we're going to load another one instead. Balfma. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. I just can't find it. Please wait. Storyland Software presents Golf Master by Jim Holland. How many players? 1. This one has 5 players? Okay, now this is impressive. Press button for yardage or use stick to position target marker. target marker 247 yards away. To select club, press the button. To reposition, move the stick. 1 wood goes 240. Wow, okay. This is pretty robust. Ball went 240 yards. Yeah, but 240 yards where? That's the important part. Is it calculating or did it freeze? I think it froze. Well, that didn't go so well. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll do it this way. Start it cold, try it one more time. It was working so well for a moment there, and then it just conked out. Players 1. Press button to use this club. Press button to shoot. Ball went 260 yards. Then it made a sound. And then it froze up. Okay. So there is a problem with that game, so we're going to switch to another one. Let's... Golf tees. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so I changed the disc partway, like a tiny bit through the loading process, so I'm curious if maybe it's gonna load up really corrupt. Need instructions? Yes. Oh my god. Okay, golf tees is a 1 to 4 layer player game. Regulation 18 hole course. Playing a turn, shoot each hole. Okay, rolling on the ground. Okay, the ball will sound when it's rolling. Sound requires extra strength. Wind. Larry Scott. He used to live there. He's still alive. Golf Tees by Larry Scott. 58 different holes. Never the same game twice. Wow. colors. 1. Your name is... Ha. Shoot a bucket of balls. Enjoy your round. There's no way I can do this in 30 minutes. But this one's gonna be interesting. I think what I want to do is get one shot in. Hole number 1, par 5. Okay, so it's all keyboard. Strange colors, though. I'm wondering if the video is going... It went screwy on me. Or it didn't load properly because I flipped games too quickly. But we're pausing. I think we're not gonna actually do that one. I thought it was gonna be something quick, like, I don't know, mini golf or something. But if it's gonna take that long to like load in and whatnot, I don't think it's gonna work tonight. But that's okay, because having a little bit of time to wrap up here. Hey Nate, how you doing? We're just considering wrapping up here. Because we got some good stuff in, but this computer is being stubborn. No, this is how it behaves. Okay. I see what it means by never the same game twice. It is a procedurally generated course. I always remember you're a weekend streamer right at the end of streams. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But I appreciate that appreciate that you think of me. All right, hole number 1, par 4. Where is? Oh, so that weird thing on the side, that's the color. Okay. S? Lost ball. What? Okay, something here is a little awry. Is it 2 or rough? Wait, am I doing this the wrong way? Is that my backswing direction? It is. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think for like the 20 minutes remaining we got here, yeah. This one would take a bit too long, but we now know it works, so we have something to land on. We can hit the ground running next golf challenge. I tend to think about anyone who gives me enjoyment. Well, I'm glad there's some entertainment here. I often try and juggle being really low energy while not being boring, so I'm glad I'm fulfilling that or niche. But enough about me. think we need to start thinking about some others here. Let me see if there's someone we can raid over to. Okay. I think... What do we got here? Got somebody in, I think, software and game development right now. Get to watch computer screen. A computer screen doofus play dumb golf games. Alright. It's, It's like a perfect blend, right? Because it's just boring enough you can keep a conversation going, but it's just entertaining enough that there's something to riff off of. Alright. But enough about me. I think I have an idea on who to raid over to. And that is... another member here of Green Circle, Misaka. It says here that they're working on some CSS and some scripting. And they're doing software and game development right now, and they just came on a few minutes ago. So, I think it would be a good idea to raid into them, I think, for the night. So, let's switch on over to hold here, and we'll do a quick summary. Right. So, surprisingly, this went a bit better than I thought. Now, that being said, there's still a lot I need to work on. I think that video issue has to do with unstable power. And I say that because when I got this computer, it came with the previous owner hacked the power supply apart, and they took the connector for the Atari out, and then they stuck a Commodore 64's power supply on. So I took that off because Commodore 64 power supplies fail by their voltage going up, not down. So it tends to fry the computer. So I swapped it out with something cheap from Amazon, but I think I need to invest in a decent, proper supply. I don't know if I can get one in time, like a proper, not OEM, but a properly engineered aftermarket one, but maybe something with cleaner power. But that's my thing for this week. But for golf games, we attempted to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We attempted to run 6. We got 3 launched, and we got them running, and those are Championship Golf, Golf 85, and Golf Challenge from Sierra Online. Golf from Joseph Chico requires an Atari 180 XL's amount of memory, which the machine I have doesn't contain, so I have to get a RAM upgrade for it, or an expander kit of some kind. Golf Challenge by Sunset Software just wouldn't launch. Joyland Golf Master, we got 1 hit of the ball and then it would crash, so I think we've got a problem with the disk image. And we paused Golf Tees because it works. It's just, because of that whole procedural generation thing, playing 18 holes of that is not going to happen in like the remaining 15 minutes we've got. So, I think this is a great time to put a pin in it. We tested the Atari. It's more or less holding its own. During Golf 85, it was being really uppity. It started like changing colors and shit. But enough about that. Let's get a raid message going here. We've got well, we'll do the staple. The good old-fashioned emote and raid message. I like that emote. It's just emote. It's the most versatile thing. You can use it for anything. Are you happy? Sad? Want to be an idiot? Want to be a goofus? You want to be sarcastic? You can just use emote. You can just use it in lieu of everything. It's the everything emote. But anyway, time to raid on over to Isaka. See what good stuff they're up to. So, as always, thank you guys for spending time here. There's tons of ways you could spend your night, and you chose to swing on by here. And I appreciate that. So as always, I'm not going to tell you what to do, so I'm not going to tell you to stay out of trouble, but all I ask is that if you do get in trouble, you make sure it's the good kind of trouble. And you all stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.